Hey everybody, thank you for checking in to Excuse My Bluntness, the podcast. This is Danique checking in, and I have my two co-hosts here who I want to thank for being a part of this very first episode with me. If you ladies can, I would like you guys to actually introduce yourselves so that when we do get into discussion, everybody knows who's a part of this episode with me. So,
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Mizu. Thank you for tuning in.
Hey everybody, my name is Lara. Thanks for tuning in.
So, I just want to thank y'all for actually being a part of this very first episode. But before we get into the actual topic of discussion, I just want to know, exactly, how was you guys' day? I don't know if anyone's asked you that today, so I want to be the one to ask you that today. But how was your day? Like, what did you do today?
All right, so I worked at my job, and luckily my coworkers and I, my supervisor, we check in with each other quite often, so I haven't been asked that. My day was alright. I'm just tired. Just real tired.
I am. I actually been up since 4:30 in the morning, so I definitely understand. Typically, I take a nap by now, but I haven't taken a nap. But it's all good. It's Friday, so now that being that it's Friday, I won't complain. You heard? And it's Black History Month.
Come
By
on,
the
somebody.
way, you heard?
Come on, somebody.
What about you, Miz? What you do?
Today I was just a bum. Just was a bum. I did some, rearrangement on my website, mizfit.com, just in case,
Mizfit.com. MIZZFIT.com. You heard?
No, gotta work it out. But that's all I did today. I was a lazy bum.
Okay. So, let's just get right into business only because I do hate when you are listening to a podcast and things are being dragged on.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to get to the juice. So, with that being said, today's topic for today is how to shoot your shot in millennial dating. In this day and age, I would say, as being a single black fine female, you heard? I don't know why I keep saying you heard. That's my thing right now. But anyway, it's just been really challenging and a little frustrating to actually put forth dating and just the ways to go about it. Whether it's I'm attracted to the person or they're attracted to me, it's just like things don't work out in the way that, I feel like it should. I don't feel like it was as hard to date back when our parents was dating or our grandparents was dating as it is now. And then just to be a female and show interest to a dude, I feel like that clashes sometimes as well. Like, how do guys really expect us to, I guess, come on to them or show interest to them?
Or do they expect that?
Or do they expect that? Exactly. Right. So, yeah, that's basically what I want to discuss. Like, how do you shoot your shot in millennial dating at this time? With that being said, we're all females in the room, so I can only ask you ladies, just if you were to shoot your shot, if you showed any interest in a dude thus far, like, what are some ways that you've gone about it, and have you faced any type of challenges as well?
All right, so I can definitely say that I am just as lost as you are in this subject. I'm taking it day by day. I feel like I personally be feeling like I shoot my shot, but then I'll talk to my friends about the situation and they like, that's not considered shooting your shot. So I've personally taken to going on dating apps, and that's pretty interesting. Yeah. So I don't really know how to shoot your shot. Like I'm too shy to be direct with a person. I feel like I have to know that it's mutual first before I take it any further. So, yeah.
Well, in which ways, being that you're saying that your friends are telling you, like, yo, that's not the appropriate way, or that wasn't technically shooting your shot, what ways have you shot your shot? Like, I would like to know. Like,
so I feel like if I'm spending a lot of time with you, if I'm purposely, you wouldn't know it's purposely, but if I'm making myself available to a person, or if I'm around them, or if I suggest like maybe hanging out or something like that, yeah, like if I'm trying to, if I'm spending a lot of time, then you can safely say that I
like you should just know, like,
but
at that point.
But how do you get to that? No, because that could be, somebody could take it as you just want to be besties. So how do you really get into, like, how do you start that conversation off? Because you could say, I'm chilling with you.
They supposed to start it off after that.
But we talk about
nowadays. You know, guys are so intimidated by us. So it's like, how do you? I mean, I wouldn't say that I know how to shoot my shot because me personally, I am that person that just like all thousands of your pictures, and then you be like, hey, I see you liking my pictures. Oh, hey, I think you cute in this, or I screenshot and then I'll send it to them, and the message like, you looking really nice in that picture.
Oh, that's wrong,
But you know, I mean, because I feel like guys again are intimidated, and I've gotten that a lot. Like, oh, well, you seem like the person like you always walk around with a screw face, so.
Yes,
I don't feel like that I can approach you. You're not approachable. It's not that. Sometimes I just be having a bad day. Sometimes I just know that somebody's gonna say something stupid to me, so I just don't want them to come my way. Or then it's like, oh, I see you working hard, and it might be a guy that's not really. Because I've had this conversation. Guys are intimidated with girls who may have a better job or at a level in a career where they're not at. Mm-hmm. Like they could be working in retail, and you get somebody who's in a law firm or working. They just feel like. But I don't think this day and age that really matters. But that's just basically how I would shoot my shot. And if it doesn't work, then I just give up. I don't even push it no more because, again, guys these days, you never know what's going to come out their mouth. And if you are direct, some guys just think, oh, she want to fuck, so I'm down for that. And it could go left.
And yeah, it definitely can. I've done both. I've definitely tried the daggone dating apps, and I say daggone because I don't feel like them things work, and nor do I really care for it. I feel like you really have to. I'm open to dating, but I don't want to come off like needy or lonely or desperate because that's not the case. But having someone that I enjoy company is something that I'm seeking. I'm seeking actually enjoying a male's company, and him enjoying mine, and there being a mutual interest. That's what I'm open to. But I feel like with the dating apps that I've tried, it's very annoying or and even just a little bit hard to get dudes to understand that if they're even showing some type of interest, if they even ask you for a date, because a dude will talk to you for 2 whole months on a dating app and not ask you out in any way, shape, or form, which is like okay on a date. They won't ask you on a date.
Offer there, come through and chill. I could come over there, but they won't ask you out on an actual date, right. Like a formal thing.
Exactly, and that's the problem that I have. It's just like there's no way that I'm going to meet up with you,
right?
And it's not, there's no setup behind it. Like, all right, what are we doing? Because I'm not inviting you over to my house. I'm not going to your house. And at this age, I'm pushing 30. There's no way that I'm just chilling with you. What is the motive? Like, what are we doing as grown as people at this point? And that's what my frustration is with the dating sites. Or it's dating sites like I've tried like Bumble, where it's just like, all right, the girl has to make the approach, but we can make the approach, but if there's no follow up to it, I have a problem with that. I've already let you know that I'm interested as the woman, and technically, I like it old school. I want to know that I want you to court me. So if I'm putting myself out there and I've already acknowledged that I'm into you, I need you to follow up with conversation. It's so hard for dudes to hold conversation and have valuable conversation, and that's what gets me. Like, that's what interests me. Someone that can actually have a full-blown conversation with that is of some form of value, of you trying to actually get to know who I am and not just a matter of, what you doing? Because I don't want to hear what you're doing no more. Like, I don't want to hear what you're doing no more, and I tell you nothing for the last 30th time, and you don't suggest nothing. What's the point?
Right. So I definitely agree with you, but I think, and I'm going to slap myself for even saying that, I think that it's all about patience because, however, I don't have patience. But I met my dude on Bumble, and that's what I look for. I look for conversation. If you could have a flowing conversation with me, then that's key. I don't really look for, you definitely have to look some type of decent. Like, I got to be attracted to you.
Yes,
you gotta be
yes, that's so important.
But I definitely got to be attracted to you, and it comes along with that, like I said, the conversation. If it's flowing and you can actually talk to me about every and anything, and then the follow-up is like, hey, what's your number? Can we swap numbers? And personally, in my experience, how I met my dude, we was talking and I thought everything was wonderful because we could flow. But I actually told him, like, it's good to text back and forth all day and talk on the phone, but I need to know if I can hang out with you.
Right.
Because if I can't hang out with you and it can't flow like that when we face to face, this is not gonna work. So true. But again, I done swiped till my fingers was burning. But
that's another thing. A nigga will text you all day.
All day.
How there will be no phone call.
Good morning.
No one likes talking on the phone. I don't mind talking on the phone. If I'm trying to get to know you, I feel like that's the best way to really get to know somebody outside of text is to actually talk on the phone. And I know at this point and in this day and age, I can say I'm not used to talking on the phone with a dude, but if he wanted to, I would dead ass respect it.
Yeah.
Because ultimately, like, that means you're, like, literally taking time out your day.
Right.
Whether we're talking for 5 minutes to 15 minutes to 3 hours. Like, that's the shit we used to do with teenagers.
When you didn't have a phone, you had to go home. You'd be on the phone for 2 hours. Like, that, I feel like you have to pay attention. Because texting, you could put the phone down and be doing multiple things. So I do agree with you with that. And I feel like it's so bad because social media makes it so easy for people to just fake fall in love. Mm-hmm. And what I say by that is like, all right, I see that she posts all day, she got a fatty, or she look good in this dress, and then you hit the DM, and then it's like, y'all don't go past the DM.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And it's, the sporadic texting. Do y'all get that? The sporadic texting where you guys are having a conversation, and then he asks you a question, and then it's, or she, because you listen, anybody, love is love, okay? They ask you a question and then you respond and the next thing you know it's 4, 5, 6 hours later when you get a response. And then it's just like, I'm why did you do that?
I'm no longer interested.
I don't want to talk no more. Exactly. I don't want to talk no more.
I get that a lot. I get a lot of sporadic, first of all, I don't get a lot of nothing because I don't be dating nobody's son like that because it's so fucking hard to be dating. But the times in which I've tried to entertain someone's son, I get a lot of sporadic ass daters. And that really just blows mine to the point that I'm just like, yo, I don't care, and I'm so used to being alone that I just be just like I don't give a damn, and that's probably that's like a good and a bad thing to a certain extent.
So there's something that you said that I want to touch on. So basically, I feel like how do I say this? A lot of people assume that it's it's about loneliness and things like that. It's not. I don't necessarily know that it's a good or bad thing, but because a lot of people in our generation, like, they want somebody. It seems like people don't like being single. Like, I don't know too many people who've gone without being with someone, whether that's sexual or whether, like, a lot of people that I know, it's like they have to have somebody entertaining them in some way or another, even if they don't really like the person. Exactly. Mm-hmm. They still have to be entertained in some way because nobody likes to say that they're not talking to somebody. And then there's times when people are like, oh, well, you haven't had sex for this long, like, what, like, what's good with that, or you haven't been on a date, like, what's going on with that?
And it's like, what's wrong with you?
Exactly. Yeah. And it's like, one, nothing. Two, it's not this easy, like, it's not this as accessible as people like to make it seem.
But then again, too, and that's where I go back to social media, and I'm saying this because I follow a bunch of females that want to be relationship goals, and then just talking to anybody just to say that they were in a relationship, but it's really not going nowhere. Like, I have one person that posts just her foot on his lap. Oh, bay night or date, or it's the type of night for us to stay in. Whatever the case is, you never see his face. And it's like, okay, you just...
What's all that? All this no face, no case shit.
Like, bullshit. I don't believe in it.
No face, no case. And then that's like, that's the realm of, this makes sense for this generation. So, you're going with it. It's not that either he don't want you to show him or you can't, or she can't show you,
or
whatever the case may be. People really make it seem like that's the way that you have to go about it these days.
Absolutely not.
And you have to keep it a secret.
Right, and I feel like when you want to keep somebody a secret because you know damn well you're in a messy situation, and that's just how I take it.
I agree.
And it might not always be like that, but that is majority of the case.
You don't want people in your business. It's like, how can others dictate?
But you could post you smoking weed, twerking, in a club, popping bottles, and putting your whole location when you're away on, like, but you don't want nobody in your business. So that is kind of confusing. But again, I have girls, and I'm a whole 33, and I have girls that's like 40, and they doing this on relationship goals, but y'all never post when y'all out on an actual date. Mm-hmm. Only you with a poor ass glass of wine and your damn 1 foot on his lap. And it's okay to be by yourself because you have that certain standard. Most standards
completely
are not
okay.
But that's not what you want. You don't want to fling. You don't want nobody though just to come sleep over, fuck you, and leave.
It takes so much. It takes time to really find something meaningful,
especially that you want. or you can not even say want, because sometimes we do go overboard and we can't get everything that's on the list, but something that you are again attracted to and want to be bothered with, because if you don't want that company, you should not have that fucking company.
But even you said want to be bothered with, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't necessarily know if you meant that, but like to be bothered in something, in a situation, like, do we really want to use that word?
I mean, we don't really want to use the word bother, but why I say bother, because nowadays, I'm just going nowadays, it's like, oh, I'm unbothered, or I'm over him.
Gotcha.
That's
so
why I
that's
use
the,
that
that's
word.
the
So that let me
gotcha.
correct that. That's why I use that, because all girls now is like, I'm unbothered. I ain't got time for these niggas these days. No, you have to sometimes sit, like, what the fuck is, like you said, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Mm-hmm.
You doing all the pointing, but again, and that's just me. I'm slim. I don't have the big ass. I don't have the big titties. But if you're going to be on Instagram twerking, showing your ass, showing your titties, that's all you're going to get in your DMs and in your text messages.
I mean, I disagree with that message, because I know women who do that and they in happy ass relationships. I feel like, because then you got people who don't be doing none of that shit and they've been single for years. Okay. So, I'm just saying.
No, and I get what, no, to me, if you like fit, or you know you go away a lot, or you doing something that requires your body to be on Instagram, that's something different. I'm talking about girls who seeking that attention, saying relationship goals or looking for guys on Instagram. So when you looking and you giving the wrong kind of attention, like I said, girls all day want to talk about, oh, these guys disrespect me, or every time I'm walking the street, there's always some guy saying something negative to me, because on Instagram, that's what you're portraying.
And then I can say somebody like me who I don't post shit like that on Instagram either, and then,
you're gonna give us disrespect regardless.
Right, so
that's shit.
So that's more so what I'm getting at. I just feel like it's really not like a standard. Like a lot of dudes, and that's another thing. Like, what do dudes really want? Because you'll have dudes who be like, oh, I want a girl who looks like this, who does that, and there's mad women that I know fit that criteria,
and they're good. No,
and they single.
Absolutely.
And then there's other women that I know who fit the opposite of that, and they good. Like, or then guys be like, oh, well, I don't want somebody that's too independent. I want somebody, and it's just like, but y'all also don't want somebody who like for example, like, oh, I want somebody who, like, they're intimidated by a woman who may have her own apartment, or who may have, who, like you said, may have a higher paying job and stuff like that. But then if you have no job or you still staying with your moms, then it's just kind of like, you know what I'm saying?
Right, so I stand corrected. You're right.
It's a little, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it's just like, what the do y'all want?
Right, and I don't want to be judgmental to say that, because I feel like every girl on Instagram should be able, and guys should be able to do what you want. But I just feel like certain things just don't match what they posting. And again, I think now too, like, girls we just so stuck in back in the day. We know guys is not really gonna shoot their shot, and if they shoot their shot, it's gonna be something that you're gonna be like, all right.
So how do we go about shooting our shot then?
Right. I don't know. Me personally, I like to send songs. I'm a song sender.
So some dude that you do not know, let's say you see him, because everything is social media. If you do, right? I know you're in a relationship now. But you sent him a song?
Like, I definitely said I do the song before.
Just randomly. He just opened up his DM. Like,
I opened up the DM. He was posting. He was posting. And to me, I am not that person to talk to anybody. So I just was like, you know what? I'm going to shoot my shot, because I'm going to put my big girl panties on, and I didn't really know what to say, because I'll say stuff and it sound mad corny or stupid. Mm-hmm. So I was like, let me just send him a song. It wasn't nothing crazy, sexual, I don't even remember. I think it was like a Monica song, because Monica's song, like, talks about, like, dating, but love, but kind of get, it's nothing something settled. Like, I just want to chill with you, get to know you. And then he looked at it, and then he never responded. I said I would never shoot my shot again.
So,
but you did though. But you did shoot your shot again.
That's cute. That's cute.
But if they feel you, then yeah, of course they're gonna sit there and reciprocate.
But then you're gonna turn around and like 100 of my pictures after that. Why you ain't respond to my DM?
They're fucking.
That's what I'm saying. They don't be getting the point. But anyway, right? Because on my end, I would say that I have absolutely no problem if I have interest in someone's son, right? I have no problem at all. That's how I speak about people's sons. Like,
someone's son.
Someone's son. It is someone's son. It's someone's brother too.
Okay.
I have absolutely no problem like telling them that I'm interested, because it's very far and few dudes that I find myself attracted to. So if it does come to a point where I actually am attracted to a person, I gotta do what I gotta do. So am I just going around, like, going up to him just on some, like, or writing him on some, like, yo, what's good? No. But I'm willing to start a conversation. I'm willing to let you know, like, yo, I think you cute in a pic. And I'm also the type that's like, I'm feisty. I'm a Pisces. So it's like, I don't even know if I know how to flirt, but I definitely know how to be like.
But you're gonna be.
I know
aggressive.
how to be.
You come off aggressive.
I can come off a little aggressive, but like a cute aggressive.
Right.
And it's just like, if you don't get that, I don't understand what more there is. And I feel like I don't know. But listen, if I'm paying you mine, you better cash in.
Right.
Because I don't pay everybody mine.
And that's
I don't pay everybody mine. So if I'm paying you mine, you better cash on in. All right, bro? Like,
I just want to say, for a shameless plug, to girls who have been accused of being aggressive and, too assertive and et cetera, I do have a website called A Lot of Love, ALADALOVE, where we discuss, well, actually, I don't discuss anything. I write, and it was a piece that I did called Nice for What, and I really do encourage everybody to check that out.
So it's A Lot of Love, so ALADA.com.
ALADALOVE.
Oh yeah, A Lot of Love. What am I talking about? I'm sorry, and this is my best friend. I be bugging. But yes, she has quite a few passages on there that you definitely should check out. And she's continuously putting things out on a consistent basis. So, those of you that need to get into reading, because we all need to be reading.
And that's a fact, because some of you don't read.
That is definitely a website to check out if you want to make any submissions. She's always looking for people to just add their stories and things of that nature. So please do check that out. Remember, we do have Miss Time with the shirts and the sweaters as well. So, another question I have for you guys is, what ways would you like to be approached if a dude was interested in you, though?
Oh my God.
Because we're talking about how we've taken shooting our shots and whatnot, but if it was the other way around, like, how would we care to be approached?
So, we're talking about social media, then I don't mind a DM approach. I don't mind a comment under the picture and things like that. But I'm not going to lie. Like, in social settings, like, if we're walking down the block, depending on how a person approaches me or how I'm feeling that day, then I might be down for the cause. But for the most part, when I'm walking outside, I'm focused and I'm trying to get to where I need to be. So yeah, but I don't discourage it. But I mean,
I never. I don't care. He could be cute. He could be top. Everything that I want on my list, it could be him. But if you stopping me in the street, I don't think that would ever work. Like, I'm just not, it's stranger danger to me. Like, why are you talking to me in the street? But, I mean, I don't mind a DM. I don't mind. I mean, I tried you go to a party. Like, I've always been friends of a friend. That's why I feel like it never worked for me. But if you're going to approach me, hey, how you doing? Like, just have something to say. It's not, like you said before, what you doing? What you doing now? Oh, word. What you doing tomorrow? Oh, word.
Can I pull up?
Right. And I was about to say, that would be the next thing. Can I pull up? Or you live by yourself? Like, who told you that is the proper way to come at a girl?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or what you like? You like Netflix and chilling? Or you the type that always want to go on a date? And then say it as if, like, that's
a problem.
Right.
Exactly.
So
it's a problem for me to want to go out. Or you tell them you a homebody and it's just like, oh, yeah. But I don't want to be home with you.
Right.
I'm a homebody, so that means that if I'm messing with you, I kind of care to be out. Try to get me out of what I'm doing. With me personally, conversation matters to me. Like, what are you really talking about? Mm-hmm. Like, if you are approaching me in any type of way, whether it's via DM, whether it happened to be me walking down some type of a block or whatever, whether it be we sitting on a plane, on a flight, whatever. Just what type of conversation are you having with me? Will get me to allow you to shoot your shot. And either way, I'm not a mean or just a nasty person enough to be like, yo, I'm just cut everybody off. But if I'm not interested, I'm gonna say I'm not interested. But if I am, I'll continue to have that conversation with you.
Oh, you're nice.
But as long as as long as you bring good conversation, as long as you are respectful, you can tell someone that's respectful in the sense of their tone, in the sense of how they greet you. And just their overall approach is really what matters. So, yeah, I haven't met anybody like that thus far. But what are you guys, before we wrap up, what is 2 or 3, we can do 2 each, right, of your shoot your shot songs. Like a song that is just like made for someone to shoot their shot in some form or in some way.
All right, let me go first before y'all steal my shit. You Don't Know My Name by Alicia Keys. And if you the type of girl that want to go down this lane, Be Your Girl by Teacher Moses.
Which one is that?
I can't really. Okay. Don't know if you got a girl.
Okay. Tell me no this.
So, yeah.
Yes. I do know that. Actually, I remember listening to that a lot in high school.
Yep.
All right. So, what about yours, Miss?
No, y'all threw me for a loop. Because I knew what I was going to say, but then I don't want to look like that type of girl. You know.
Like what type of girl? Ain't no type of
before I got into my situation, when I was single and trying to mingle, I really wasn't trying to be in a exclusive relationship. Like, me, it's just like, we could just kick it and then you just go about your day. Like, if we have a few dates, cool, but I didn't want no real attachment. So, like, I would have threw the SWV, you're the one for me. Wow. And, you know, sometimes I got to be a little hood and ratchet, A-boogie, you know, not a regular person.
Not a regular person?
Because that's all I say. And I'm going to be honest with you. When I'm talking to a dude, I give them a disclaimer. I am not a regular person. I'm not the regular girl. And
I just say that too.
And I give them either or. I say you
can
get Mizzle or you can get Latricia. And if you pick Mizzle, you're gonna be upset. You know, 9 times out of 10.
So mine is the classic "Can We Talk" by Tevin Campbell. And if you do not know what that song is, there is no reason that you should be listening to this podcast. Okay. And then my other one is "Permission" by Ro Jean.
That's spicy.
Oh, yes.
Come on,
he said in that song, he said, come on, give me the green light, and you can let your hair hang down, but only if it feels right. Give me the green light. I need you to give me that green light. With your permission, I just want to put a smile on you. What? With your permission, there's a whole lot of motherfucking loving that's way past you.
I'm confused. Are you the dude or are you trying to book
No, but
you came with some good game. That was some good game. That would have made me like, yeah, this is my email, my address, my phone number, my social.
I like that. I like the subtle aggression, but the sexiness of it. Like, yo, you understanding and respecting the fact that, like, yo, whatever you trying to do, I'm with it. Like, I like a dude that understands that things are going to happen on my time frame, and it's just a matter of, yo, I mess with you enough, or I'm into you enough that I respect it, and I want to go by what you care to go by. So if he on that type of time, that's the type of time I'm on, and it's so hard to find some dude that really understands that, because they so used to things going their way and in their time frame that it clashes. Because I'm not that type of female that's just going to, you know, roll with the flow of your boat. You gonna roll with the flow of mine, or we ain't rowing.
That's it.
Okay? But yo, I just want to say thank y'all. I hope that you guys enjoyed this episode on how to shoot your shot in millennial dating. I will continue to put out episodes. Please share as much as you can. I will just make sure to be as consistent as possible. I would like to say, keep God first. I would like to thank my co-host, my best friend Lada, and my cousin Miz, for joining me on this first episode. It was like crazy to even get this through. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, y'all. I just hope that y'all enjoy it. I think we're all in a place in the day and age where we're just trying to figure out what the fuck we doing. If you between the ages of freaking 23 and 35, you just like, yo, I gotta figure out what I'm doing. I'm killing myself. I ain't living my best life.
What's my life
and
about?
You need to live your best life. You need to do things and step out of your comfort zone and try your dreams. Just at least attempt to make a difference when it comes to your dreams. So we have about 59 seconds left. Y'all got any last words or anything to say?
First and foremost, I definitely want to say that I'm proud of you for putting this out there. You're doing an amazing job. And again, shameless plug, alotoflove.com, LADALOVE.com. Until next time.
No, I ain't got much to say. This was very good. I support Black women and Black businesses, and we're going to keep on doing the damn thing. Have a good one.
So thank you guys. This Excuse My Bluntness, the podcast. Remember, it's so important to say what you feel and say what's real. That's how I live my life, and that's how I will continue to do so. So with that being said, check out the following episode, and I'll be getting back to you as soon as I can. Live life, be blessed, and continue to pray.